The girl never expected that her little plan to do something bad after school would be discovered by the most feared woman in the school. When Alice questioned her, the girl thought Alice was going to kill her. Though her classmates' reactions left Alice feeling somewhat helpless, she still considered it a small victory. Ever since Alice won the Academy's competition, her classmates had been terrified of her. Alice thought this would be her life going forward, but she didn't expect the prince to constantly cause trouble for her. He claimed that Millie's belongings had been mysteriously disappearing, and he suspected Alice of being the culprit, though he had no proof. Alice refused to admit anything. Eck, standing nearby, also defended Alice, so the prince had no choice but to investigate others. Alice, however, was confused. In the game, the person bullying Millie was the original owner of Alice's current body. Now that Alice had reincarnated, who else could be bullying Millie? She thought for a moment and realized that many people at the school disliked Millie, some because they looked down on her status, others out of jealousy over the relationship between the prince and Millie. Regardless of the reason, Alice knew that if this continued, Millie's progress would slow down. Frustrated, Alice decided to speed up Millie's leveling process. After school, she happened to catch Anna. Through questioning, Alice learned that Anna's actions were all for the sake of the Duke's daughter. As long as Millie was out of the picture, the prince would return to Leah's side. While Anna had planned this herself, if the prince found out, Leah would be blamed as well. So Alice advised Leah not to punish Anna to avoid suspicion. To reassure Leah, Alice told her that Millie and the prince would never end up together because a commoner could never marry a prince. Leah immediately felt relieved, but Leah was curious about why Alice was helping her. Alice explained that she just wanted Leah and the prince to be happy. As a result, Alice earned Leah's favor. Not only did she figure out who was bullying Millie, but she also stopped it from continuing. But Alice never expected that Leah would come to see her as a confidant and invite her to tea parties every day. No matter how much Alice refused, Leah would follow her around. Alice had no choice but to accept, partly to see Leah's plans. After spending time with Leah, Alice discovered that, although Leah had noble status, she was actually just a young girl longing for friends. People often flattered Leah, so whatever Alice said made her happy. Alice realized that she couldn't continue this way. She suddenly had an idea. Leah might be too naive and could be influenced by someone to eliminate Millie. Alice thought about it carefully and warned Leah not to trust everyone around her. Leah immediately said she understood and reassured Alice not to worry. From then on, Leah came to see Alice every day. Coincidentally, the school was going to host an end-of-term party, and Leah invited Alice to join her. However, Alice didn't have a suitable dress for the occasion. Luckily, Alice had taken dance lessons and had several dresses in her wardrobe. After Leah insisted, Alice finally opened the wardrobe, but the dresses seemed to be for young girls. At that moment, someone knocked on the door, saying that the princess had sent a gift for Alice. While the princess often sent gifts, this box seemed different from the usual ones. A few days later, the party began. Alice wore the dress sent by the princess and immediately caught everyone's attention. Eck also arrived at the party and blushed when he saw Alice looking different from usual. Leah, noticing this, immediately left. After Leah left, Alice felt a bit bored and decided to go home to sleep. But unexpectedly, Eck stopped her, wanting to invite her to dance. Alice didn't refuse. Since it was her first time dancing, Alice seemed a little out of sync. Fortunately, Eck was a skilled dancer, and they managed to finish the dance smoothly. Just then, a nobleman suddenly appeared, saying that he also wanted to dance with Alice. Alice wasn't shy at all and said that she only liked people stronger than herself. Upon hearing this, the man immediately ran away.